Caroline is a very speedy rider, so I think she could tell us how this is going to go.
Absolutely, and she's going to be a very busy lady today. She's got several horses going, and this is also her last competition before she heads over to represent us in Chile in the Pan American Games.
It's excellent. So you see her out over the fence one, and she's going to go over to a MIM table and a log table, and then we will pick her back up at the first water.
And we like to use the first few fences on cross country just to get into a nice rhythm, which Caroline is doing.
Go.
And she's just getting out there and getting into her rhythm on course and feeling the horse out.
And this is a fairly new ride for Caroline. She's had her since the beginning of this year. She was started over in the UK by Gaspard Maxud of France. And I know it's a very exciting ride for Caroline to be picking up. I think she's a great little mare for her string. You can see the rain really coming down there. I'm happy that we're sitting in a nice dry spot this morning and get to watch it here. So we're starting off this morning, obviously, with the 4 long, then we will go to the 4 short, and then we've got the 3-star.
Yeah, with the decision was made to run the 4-star long horses first in case the weather deteriorated too much, just to give them the best ground as the course is much longer than the short divisions.
And as you were saying, Sarah, this is really old turf. And when I was speaking to Derek the other day, he was saying it can take a bit of rain.
Oh, good girl. Good shot in here. It's quite tough jumping back into water sometimes. Oh, good girl. Well, the riders will be happy to see that. Beautifully done through that first water for Caroline. Yeah, it is stunning old turf, and old turf can take a lot of rain, and it's one of the things that maybe people don't think about that much unless you're an upper level rider or you're obviously building these things. But having this kind of turf is not something you can recreate overnight. This is just decades of management.
And here we've just picked Caroline up as she's gone into the other field, and she's going to do a loop here.
It's always tough being the pathfinder, but when you have this many horses at the horse show, that's sort of what's going to happen to you. But so far, so good. It's certainly a good rider to send out first. And it looks to me like she's giving this horse a nice cruisy ride, like she's doing more of an educational ride for this lovely horse.
Yeah, and this is only their second 4-star short together.
Oh, well
Lovely.
done. Well done. That is a tough combination, guys. Well done.
I heard a few riders say that if they saw that on a 5-star course, they wouldn't be surprised. So Derek is really giving the rider something to think about.
Yeah, I mean, I think this course is going to reward bold and balanced riding. And I think if your horse jumps around this course well, it's really going to be a great education for them and help you set you up if you were trying to do Kentucky in the spring. This would be an excellent setup for that. Now, here we're about to look at the most famous fence on this course, the leaf pit.
She should be here in just a moment.
Where are you, Caroline?
Show us the leaf pit. Sarah, you and I were standing down in the bottom of the leaf pit.
Here she is. Good shot there. I like that he's put that hedge there. It's a nice little setup for this. It doesn't look as massive as it is when you're standing on the edge of it. Oh, good girl. Super.
Well, I think she just gave everyone an idea of how to ride that all day long. It's exciting. And I can see in my other corner that Boyd Martin has just left the start box on Miss Lulu herself.
That's a great name.
It is.
And you can see the same thing. Boyd's coming out of the box. These experienced riders are not coming out of the box on fire. They're coming out and using these first few fences to get into a nice, lovely rhythm, feel the ground, and see how the horses are. And then they're going to be smart about it. And as they're getting out here on this big, challenging track.
And Boyd is coming forward on a 34.4, and he's currently in 8th place after yesterday's dressage. We're going to pick Caroline up here on the back end of the course, going towards the mansion shortly.
So.
Oh,
Oh no.
Someone's parted company.
Oh no, is that
I think that's Boyd, possibly. Sorry, friends. We're
sorry, we're watching it. We're watching a different camera here. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Boyd and Miss Lulu herself parted company early on in the course before we picked them up at the water. They're both up and okay and walking home, unfortunately, but both seem fine and not the best start to Boyd's day, but he's got a few more rides later today, and we'll be wishing him well on those. We're running horses every 4 minutes. Which is why there is a bit of a delay here, obviously with an optimum time of 10 minutes and 21. It just takes a few minutes to get everyone around and through.
It just helps give the optimal conditions for everyone and help us improve the safety too in case we need to do anything at all. And Boyd had it just popped off, which is a shame, but he's totally fine. So any given Saturday, I know it's supposed to be any given Sunday, but any given Saturday, this can happen no matter how good you are. And obviously, Boyd is one of the best cross-country riders in the world. So good things for your kids to see, that even the best can sometimes have a pop-off.
There's a wider angle look at the leaf pit, Sarah, and I think it gives you a bit of a sense of how far that drop is down.
Yes, you can a little bit more. I think you still have to stand up on the edge of it to truly feel the fear, but and it looks like we're about to watch Caroline galloping across here. Horse still looks very good and well in himself, or herself, I should say.
She's the one.
Good shot to that table. Well done.
And right before this, Caroline